already know I'm back. I'm back. Yes, indeed, Hunty. Yes, indeed. First. AunTeaFee about the facts. Yes, you know what I noticed? I couldn't quite put my finger on it. That over-exaggerated lady that, on hip-hop homicides, that Scott Daniels lady. I just couldn't put my finger on her and how anybody, anyway. Then I ran across who she is trying to duplicate. And all I'm going to say is sometimes you got to stay in your own lane, child. You are out of her league. Absolutely. But it made perfect sense because everything is so scripted. Everything is so, okay, you can be her, or you can act like AunTeaFee, or you can act like, trying to duplicate folk, Yeah. But let me be the first to tell you, baby, you can never, ever be undead. No. Absolutely not. When I saw this, and then I heard them say some names, I said, oh my God. So they trying to do, oh my goodness. I get it now. Ain't nobody original by shit no more. Everything is duplicate. You can be Aunt Deb. You can be who's supposed to be you, sir? I mean, I dig your jacket because I like black, but she popping. Pop, 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 pop. Let's listen to a little of this. I'm not gonna stay on this long. But when I saw her and I listened to some of the stuff she was saying about the hip hop industry, and I know that she has done some reality TV, and I know these people on YouTube trying hard to get in where they fit in and rub elbows. Oh Lord. Let me let y'all hear what I heard.
Yeah, they was losing. Into asylum. They was like losing. But so this should have been. I think what I messed up with Todd at one is not having your own label over there. No, I did stuff. I mean, like, no, listen, I messed up because I wasn't going by the things that they was going. I wouldn't turn my head to make Gucci and them sign stuff that they wanted done. I wouldn't do that. Mm-hmm. That's where I up. And the next thing is, I never forget, we went across and Chris Lighty was alive there. Okay? Rest in peace, Chris Lighty. And I never forget, we was in the office, and this is when they was going after Mona Scott. I didn't know Mona. Never knew what, didn't know nothing about her. And they said, I never forget, said, we're going to make you the new Mona Scott. And this is when they was going after Mona Scott. I didn't know Mona. Never knew what, didn't know nothing about her. And they said, I never forget, said, we're going to make you the new Mona Scott. I said, Mona Scott? Who said this? Todd and Chris. I said, Mona Scott? Who's Mona Scott? Right? I said, I'm Deb Anthony. I ain't know Mona Scott. Right? Like that. They said, we're going to do it. 50 said, don't listen. I'll never forget this. 50 was in the room. And he said, I'm Mona Scott. Who's Mona Scott? Right? I said, I'm Deb Anthony. I ain't know Mona Scott. Right? Like that. They said, we're going to do it. 50 said, don't listen. I'll never forget this. 50 was in the room. And he said, Auntie, don't listen to the... And he said, come here. And I went in there, and that's the first time I seen Power, the stuff that he was doing. This was years. Wow. He was in the works of getting it together. Wow. And I seen that, and we was just talking, and he was telling me, don't listen to them. And they full of shit, right? Like all the stuff that he was telling me. And he used to drop a lot of jewels on me. He used to drop a lot of jewels on me. And
Aunt Deb and Mona Scott. This is what a lot of these people with this network stuff is trying to get to this right here. So I guess, because if y'all remember, that just didn't sit right with me. It's like, and she tried to put clout chasing on Mo3 Nim, and Roy Lee Nim, and she the biggest clout chaser. And I'm like, where she come from? Who is she? The stunts I seen her play, but baby, she trying to be Ain't Dead but Mona Scott. So I guess that's who that network who's introducing her is trying to make her Ain't Dead. No. If y'all hear me, no. She no, they are not on the same level. Hers is, no. See, she ain't crazy. She she's just boisterous, but she ain't crazy. She ain't cuckoo. The other one, give me cuckoo vibes. That's just my opinion, and I'm entitled to it, right? Okay.
And this is when they was going after Mona Scott. I didn't know Mona. Never knew her, didn't know nothing about her. And they said, enough to get said, we're going to make you the new Mona Scott. I said, Mona Scott?
Who said this?
Todd and Chris.
So they was
blackballing
Mona
Scott.
Mona Scott.
Right? I said, I'm Deb Anthony. I ain't know Mona Scott. Right? Like that. They said you're going to do it. 50 said, don't listen. I'll never forget this. 50 was in the room. He said, Auntie, don't listen to the... And he said, come here. And I went in there, and that's the first time I seen Power, the stuff that he was doing. This was years. Right. He was in the works of getting it together. Wow. And I seen that, and we was just talking, and he was telling me, don't listen to them. And they full of shit, right? Like all the stuff that he was telling me. And he used to drop a lot of jewels on me. He used to drop a lot of jewels on me and tell me stuff. But he was in the office that day when they was telling me that. That's what did everything. I bucked on them. Like,
you cannot buck the system.
Control. They could not tell me what to do. They could not tell me to flip on you. You understand what I'm saying? Even if you...
So, now the reason why I'm going to continue with this, because something that she's about to say, that with this hip-hop industry, this rap culture, this reminds me of Dolph bucking the system and Mo3 bucking the system. The blackballedness in this industry here is, in their mind, totally unacceptable. And so that's when the arrows come to shoot you down, or the bullets come to shoot you down. The hits come. Yeah.
Like, I wasn't a person that they could control. They could not tell me to flip on you. You understand what I'm saying? Even if you flipped on me, you ain't gonna make me flip on you. Right. But the problem is, the cloth that I was cut from is different. So my loyalty is everything. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But our lawyer,
Dolph,
also,
Mo3.
Doug Davis, told me at that time, when I remember when I had to leave Doug, because Gucci didn't want to be with Doug no more. And Doug told me, don't leave him. He said, you're going to go through hell. He never lied. Mm. He said, you meet me right here with you. Doug was good. But Gucci didn't want to be with Doug. What?
Hey, y'all, hit the like button for me.
Can they tell I'm allergic?
Welcome to the Fountains.
Know where you stand with your credit score at Wells Fargo.
Can you hit the like button?
Not understand that artists don't know what's good for them all the time.
I'm riding with him. I'm riding with him.
So you like the fairy godmother of hip hop. You just meet the kids and be like, what do you want? And just make it happen.
That they do psychologically. You can take gender as a factor. It's a big factor in the music industry. Anyone who's disrupting the game is gonna be met with the same force, man or woman.
right there.
Gucci was blackballed. He wasn't a woman. He was just bucking the system. If you're bucking this, especially if you start fucking with the money, that's where she keeps saying the way I fuck. Gender is a factor.
It's a big factor in the music industry.
Anyone who's disrupting the game is gonna be met with the same force, man or woman. Man or woman. Gucci was blackballed. He wasn't a woman. He was just bucking the system. If you're bucking this, especially if you start fucking with the money, that's where she keeps saying the way I fucked up.
Let me tell you what we did. They didn't play none of them on radio. So you know
Dolph,
Mo3.
Mo3.
We killed the shit.
Okay, so when I heard Gucci, I heard bucking the system, them not playing their music. I hear Mo3 and Dolph. I got something else I want y'all to hear. Hit the like button for AunTeaFee.
They didn't play none of them on radio. So you know the artists didn't play on radio. But we killed the streets.
Right.
They couldn't fuck with us when it came to the streets.
Bucking
That's
the
what I know
system.
best. Now
Bucking
see, I
the
know the
system.
streets. Like that's where you're not gonna mess with me at.
Right. Bucking the system.
Okay? So I started taking music and I was sending records, different records to different places. What's like, Midwest. Midwest was popping with us. Okay? Midwest was everything. And different records was going different places.
Dolph and
then they would go
Mo3
meet in the middle.
knew
Before
the
you know it,
formula.
There were several records that was booming. They said, wait a minute, hold up.
Wait,
Bucking the
hold on,
system.
break this down. Okay.
Don't talk about you.
Oh,
It's mathematics is really good with you. So you definitely do division, subtraction.
He was trying to get the
and adding.
system.
I know that with you. I've seen that in all your little things.
The
that you do.
formula.
You gotta break down shit. I got that with you. Okay.
All right, cool.
Okay, I want you to
They
know
peeped
that.
his game. He was trying to get the formula.
We're going to talk on camera.
Yeah, but I already know how you be chopping them. Okay.
Yeah, all right, cool.
But
Right, with artists that had mixtapes going on tour, 30 and 40,000.
Bucking the system.
she was getting paid. They couldn't stand it. That's when the 360s start coming.
That's right.
360s came. They couldn't stop the money. They were saying, Dad,
The Deb Anthony rule.
Dad, you gotta, they gotta give up this money. Give up what money? We're doing this.
Right.
We doing this. We was
Y'all
out
hear
there
this?
running around doing all this stuff.
She got to
Get that
give up
money.
some money. See, y'all, this is where the higher ups come in with Dolph and Mo3. To hear her say, they saying Deb, Nicki Minaj have to give up some money. See, them going the route that they went, they messed up telling you Dolph could not. Him telling his artist, a PRE, paper route, the formula, anticipated his hit. Okay.
They couldn't stand it. That's when the 360s start coming.
That's right.
360s came. They couldn't stop the money. They were saying, Dad,
The Deb Anthony rule.
Dad, you gotta, they gotta give up this money. Give up what money? We're doing this.
Right.
We doing this. We was out there running around doing all this stuff.
Right.
Getting that money. I remember me and Gucci so ill. Like we went to the place, they would get it back in. We look at each other, we sticking them up.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Okay?
Give me that fucking check.
She breaking it down, y'all. She taking us into the industry. When you go against their system and you do it your way, you get that money. And they mad because you getting that money. And they still try to screw you on the back end. She breaking it down. And just, you're going to hear her say the big old H word that also was used about Dolph and Mo3. Let's go.
Getting that money. I remember me and Gucci so ill. Like we went to the place, they would get it back in. We look at each other, we sticking them up.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear.
He looking like, oh, dang.
Give me that fucking check, man.
Car fucked up. We have to get some gallons of water to pour, leave the car all the way down there, pour the water in the thing. Me and him riding. Got that damn money though.
Wow.
And you don't want to pay? I did a lot. And I'm telling you, people, they started hating me.
Hey.
I didn't care, but you're not going to treat my babies like that. Give me my money.
Like you're destroying the
Yeah,
ecosystem.
give me my money.
Destroying the
I had
ecosystem.
the illest, the strongest team that was out there. My security team was arsenal when they came on there. I remember one time they got us and had us all out there. I had no shoes on out there in the rain with some ties on. They seen all them guns. You know what I felt good about? I was a smiler. You know why I was smiling?
Right.
All my babies said they had license. They was carriers. They had licensed carriers. They all had training. I had sheriffs, like big people that I had also that I would talk to was train them. These niggas were straight.
They had
They were
security.
good. Okay? So when they came, it wasn't like they was coming to do something, whatever.
Right.
Yo, these niggas were strapped so good, we could take on the army.
So you had a problem with homeboy security.
Who?
You had a problem with homeboy security.
Who's security?
No, in other words, around the way dudes
Around
being
the way,
security.
like we just
The homies
friends, but
being
we got
security.
guns on.
Nah, we don't want that.
You got
You
the
want to be
swing.
white when you come up in there.
Right.
You some street niggas. They
Mm-hmm.
got this shit together.
Right.
You know you ain't got no
Yeah.
Right.
You know you ain't got no anything.
Right.
They were trained. They knew how to handle shit. These niggas knew how to stand there. Bitch can walk my butt ass naked. They ain't moving. Go on, move your ass out the way. Cause see, then one thing about them niggas, what they were doing, especially in Cali one time.
And Ondale believes in the checking in, y'all. When you go into other people's cities and states, you need to check in. She finna tell you why. Now, it don't always work out. It ain't 100, but she trying to tell you why.
Checking in.
Oh, we ain't moving, huh?
Checking in and thing.
I check in everywhere I go. I put that up online one time. People told me I was crazy. I check in the different states that I go in. I'm letting them know I'm in your city. I do that now. Even now when I go places, I'm hitting people that I know I'm in your city. That's respect.
Right.
That is respect. It's respect. These niggas don't know. They go in other people's cities trying to take over people. Just because you who you are on the radio and people looking at you, that shit don't mean nothing when you come into their goddamn city. You have to understand, everybody don't live the same way. What they do here, they don't do down there in Georgia. What they do in Georgia, they don't do in LA. They don't do that in Detroit.
The check-in is like,
It's respect, sweetie. No, that's not extortion. That's not extortion. That's why they get extorted. Because you think you want to come in my city and take over my goddamn city and do what the hell you want to do. Only Georgia's like that. Like, I got a problem.
Okay, so do we think that maybe that's what happened to Takeoff? She from Georgia. And how they do in Georgia and how they do in other states are not the same.
Because you think you want to come in my city and take over my goddamn city and do what the hell you want to do. Only Georgia's like that. Like, I got a problem with that shit. I got a problem with everybody can come down here and do whatever the hell they want to goddamn do. Too much shit happening to people here. That shit wasn't happening before. And now it's okay. Ain't no bosses.
So real quick, she's finna talk about when she arrived in New York, there was a hit put out on her and she got a call.
See, it's even